Fish roe and caviar are often associated with luxury and are praised for their dense nutritional profile, but from a gout and uric acid perspective, they are among the more problematic seafood choices. Roe consists of concentrated fish eggs, which naturally contain high levels of nucleic acids to support embryonic development. These nucleic acids translate directly into a very high purine content. As a result, fish roe repeatedly appears near the top of purine tables used in clinical nutrition guidance, and it is frequently identified as a trigger food by people with gout. The risk comes from how purine-dense roe is relative to its size. Because servings are small, many people assume that roe is harmless or too minimal to matter. In reality, even a spoonful can deliver a concentrated purine load that rapidly increases uric acid production. For individuals with impaired uric acid excretion, this can push blood urate above the saturation threshold, at which crystals form in joints. This is why some people experience gout flares after what seems like an insignificant amount of caviar or roe-based dishes. Processing and preparation do not reduce this risk. Salting, curing, or preserving roe does not remove purines and may even make them more readily absorbed. Roe is also typically very high in sodium, which can worsen fluid balance if hydration is inadequate. Dehydration reduces the kidney's ability to clear uric acid efficiently, amplifying the effect of the purines themselves. When roe is consumed in social settings alongside alcohol, a common pairing, the combined effect on uric acid levels can be substantial, as alcohol both increases uric acid production and impairs its excretion. Although fish roe is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B12, selenium, iodine, and other micronutrients, these benefits do not protect against gout attacks. Omega-3s have general anti-inflammatory effects, but they do not interfere with purine metabolism or prevent uric acid crystal formation. This creates a misleading situation where a food can be nutritionally impressive yet physiologically disruptive for gout-prone individuals. The body's inflammatory response to urate crystals is powerful and can easily override any modest anti-inflammatory benefit from the nutrients in roe. Another concern is frequency. Roe is often treated as a garnish or delicacy, which can lead to repeated small exposures over time rather than a single large serving. For someone with gout, these repeated exposures can gradually raise baseline uric acid levels, increasing flare frequency and making urate control more unstable. Because roe is rarely tracked as a protein serving, its contribution to daily purine intake is often overlooked. From a practical standpoint, fish roe and caviar should be approached with caution by anyone with gout or elevated uric acid. During active gout flares, roe is best avoided entirely, as tolerance for purine-rich foods is particularly low. Even outside of flares, roe should be treated as an occasional indulgence rather than a regular food, and portion sizes should remain very small. Paying close attention to hydration and avoiding alcohol when roe is consumed may reduce risk slightly, but these measures cannot fully offset its purine density. The nutritional advantages of roe can be obtained through safer alternatives. Omega-3 fatty acids can be sourced from fish lower in purines eaten in moderate portions or from plant-based sources such as flaxseed, chia seeds, walnuts, and algae-derived supplements. Micronutrients like B12 and iodine can be obtained from eggs, dairy, lean fish, or fortified foods without the same uric acid impact. In summary, fish roe and caviar are extremely nutrient-dense, but also extremely purine-dense, making them a high-risk food for people with gout or chronically elevated uric acid. Their small serving size and luxury status can mask their metabolic impact, leading to unexpected gout flares. Treating roe as a rare treat rather than a dietary staple is a more cautious and joint-protective strategy for maintaining long-term uric acid control.